I like Warzone, but I just don't have anyone to play it with. My aim's not the best, so running around on my own, I just tend to get my ass handed to me. I haven't played Warzone in months. Probably because like, my son plays this, the stepson plays this. There's only 8 left. Holy shit balls. Oh. What the? Absolutely smashed me. Whoa! What a pisser. This is what I mean. I didn't even know where they were coming from. But you get that on the big jobs. I suppose we better back it up and have another crack, eh? That was kind of ironic though. I said, oh look, there's only 8 left, and then got my ass cut. But like, yeah, look, it's the PCs. I actually bought it. It's probably 3 or 4 years ago now. Because I used to play a bit when I was 20, but the last sort of, and this is kind of funny, up-to-date game that I played was probably Mech Warrior 2. And I had to buy one little sideline. And I thought, oh, I need a business computer. So I went and got one that had a 1080 card in it. I thought, oh, I might go back and see if I can get some of the old DOS games running on a new PC. And then all of this happened. The Fortnite business and Warzone and all of that sort of jazz. Apex and Valorant. So it's probably due an upgrade. As far as settings and that go, it's... Well, see, I don't know, you could probably tell me. Is the stream sort of clean, or is it jerky? Is it laggy? Is it buffering out? Because like I said, I just go boom, 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 hit the buttons, and then just goof off, drink beer. But yeah, we've got the end of financial year coming up, so I might sort of have to maybe get a new business computer. Something with a 3080 in it, maybe. But that's one of those things, you can stick a 3080 in the box. I'm not going to play any better. Orchard. I don't know why, I've just become a fan of going there. Oh, sweet. Oh, you do some streaming? Cool. I'll have to have a look. Well, I'm glad to hear it. This is actually churning out all right. I was about to say churning. It's the expression the little Argentinian dude that used to live behind Mum and Dad used to have. He was right into his remote control planes. He'd take us out when we were kids and try and teach us how to use them. He'd be sitting there, his name was Caesar. He'd be sitting there, the planes flying around everywhere, and he'd be going, churning, 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 churning. Oh shit! Because it hit the fucking ground and imploded itself. These days though, because that was when he first came to Australia, these days though he actually says turning instead of churning. I'll switch those around so that I've got them in the right order. Otherwise I'll just confuse myself. I'll open that, but I'm not actually sure I'll be able to do anything with it. I haven't been buying shit. Anybody? Bueller? So how often do you stream, man? Oops, that was almost a balls up. Cracking off the big pot before the small. Look, in-game FPS, it's because I was sort of, when I bought the actual box, I bought a screen, but like I said, when I bought the box, it'd have to have been, shit, I reckon 28 years since I played a game. So I sort of said to the bloke, where'd I go, Senecon, at Clayton there, I said to the bloke, mate, give me something what's gonna last for a few years at least, and be able to play most things without being absolutely stupid cost-wise. So he sold me a 1080 setup because the 2070 might have just come out, I don't know. And so when I said, okay, there's a box, I need a screen to go with it, and yeah, not really knowing what the go was currently with gaming. It's a 60 megahertz screen, 32 inch, so I've got this great view. It's like watching a freaking TV, but yeah, it's only running at 60. So if an end of financial year upgrade does occur, I'll probably try and grab something at 144. Or that, I think that everybody's jumping on board a what is it? Is it 2 something? Yeah, I don't know. Nah, I'll keep the minis. See, that's interesting. You've just done the... Oh, you work out at Senate Clayton there. That'd be where you go over your lunch break, wouldn't you? Try not to spend gigabucks. This is what I mean. I don't understand much about this streaming stuff. I sort of read enough to get it running. Because surely it's been going for more than 5 minutes and 59 seconds. I did chuck it on intermission there and went and made a toasted cheese sandwich. But I think in actuality, it's probably... Oh, it says 8 minutes or something. Live for 8 minutes. It's actually been running for a couple of hours. Because I was playing some games with the young bloke a bit earlier. Yeah, the 2070 would still be rocking it. And you get all these... Like, it just gets more and more complicated. Okay, you got the 3070. It's like $400 cheaper or $500 cheaper than the 3080. But if you read all the hype, the 3080 is like 30% better performance. I'm like, oh Jesus, where do you spend your money? Now let's face it, with my skill set, it's probably going to be the 3070. Here we go. Oh, really? Yeah, we got out of that alright, actually. Yeah, you walk into a joint like Centrecom at Clayton, and there's just all this stuff you want. But I find that with pretty much anything. The surf shop, the motorbike shop, just hopeless. Might as well just hang around here. Grab some extra stone. What was I waffling on about before? Oh yeah, I caught up through those discords with a guy who runs under the Volox, with a double X on the end, double L, and really nice guy. He's in 20, doing a plumbing apprenticeship out of Shep. Used to play competitive Fortnite, and I've had a few games with him, and like I was saying, it's nice just to have a game where every second word's not fuck coming from like a 10-year-old. So I've sort of learned quite a bit off him in the last couple of days, instead of just running around sort of treating it like there's someone over there, treating it like an open shooter, trying to do some builds, because you tend to live a little bit longer if you can do that. Scorptech, yeah, another good shop. The stepson's a big fan of Scorptech. Shit turning up every day. What days do you stream, Bill? I'll jump on and have a sticky beak. Ah, someone's been over here. See, I'm thinking of slowly figuring shit out. This must be the latency thing, because I've dragged up the stream on another window. And I think I've got it set to normal latency, because I wasn't sure what it was banging on about at the time. So I think I say something and it's like 10 seconds behind or something, and like you type something, it's 10, I don't know if that's 10 seconds behind or not. Yeah, I get what you're saying, it's just a bit of fun, because it's I sort of like, the stepson is pretty good at Fortnite. He does the competitive scene and stuff, making oh, here we go. Oh, did he? Oh, he's bounce padded out. Dude, you must really suck at this if you've bounce padded away from me. Now, see if we can get this right for once. Nah, so it didn't happen. I was trying to do this ramp rush business that is meant to... Nah. It's meant to be great. I'll just stick with the standard straight up ramp. There we go. That's, I'm just about dead. So. Oh, now I've got miles to run to storm. Oh, get out of there. Oh no, I might just get away with this. Oh Well, that was a bit sideways. Not to worry. Better jump in here and heal. But yeah, oh shit, I thought I was in zone. Bugger. Oh, someone's been killing shit. Yeah, it sort of set up as a bit of fun because the stepson's quite good at it and is talking about starting a stream because he's making finals and shit. I've got a little bit of spare time and I've always been a bit of a geek that way. Computers and tech and shit. Without to stuff it, I'll sit down and figure out how to get a stream running so that if he ever turns around and says, yep, I want to do it, and gets stuck, I'll have some sort of an idea. It turns out it's actually a bit of fun. I see. Well, look, I don't know. It's because I wasn't, like I said, it was a few years back I bought the computer, not even considering streaming. I did get onto YouTube and pull up, watched a whole bunch of videos on sort of optimizing your settings and things. A lot of it comes down to, yeah, you've got your up and down speed, but you've got to bear in mind that not everybody watching might have those same sort of speeds. But I guess that's a software, not a hardware thing, so I guess the question stands, Hawks, why didn't you give him the full goss? If you understand all that sort of shit, I tend to just put my faith in the salesman. Oh no, here we go again. Oh, I'm not going to build there, am I? No. I'm not going to build. No. Oh, hello, Jackson. Yeah, g'day, buddy. Buddy, this is really probably not the best time to be trying to get some bats. You're killing me, dude. Well, you're killing me with affection, but this bloke's going to kill me with bullets. But he's pissed off. I don't know where he's gone. That's a bugger. I really could have used some shit. Oh yeah, grab a med kit and a gunfight. Good on ya. I can't believe I pulled that off. No, hang on, I've got plenty of med kits. Shield potions, what I need. There we go. Oh, 4 of them. Bonza. Yeah, Streamlab. Oh, Streamlab's OBS, yeah. Because, like, YouTube at some point said it's got a bit more in it and it's maybe a bit easier to use for people just starting out. Pick up another medi. Ooh, blue AR. And look, yeah, I found it pretty easy to use. It did take me, the thing that I found tricky is you might set up a scene, so stick the camera somewhere, excuse me, and then stick the something like a frame around it or something, and then something would need to change, and I didn't get my head, oh, at that time I didn't have my head around using a folder or locking stuff. So I'd resized the camera, and then don't you hate it when you do that? Oops, wrong button. And then, yeah, I'd have to resize the whole. As soon as I put everything into folders, oh, so much easier. Just like grab the frame and the webcam and everything and just shift it. It was, yeah, heaps easier. Oh no. Oh, hang on. At some point I've dropped me shoddy, and I'm really bad at awkward edits, as you can see. I'm going to die to storm. Holy crap balls. Ah! What a pisser. Yeah, definitely like locking the stuff down. So goofing off and you move something like, oh no, I've dragged the camera out of the frame. And then you sit there trying to get it all lined up again. But yeah, once you get it all locked in, just pick it up and move it around. It's good. That was kind of funny at the end there. At some point, I swapped out my shotgun for a minis. I suppose they're just as necessary, but yeah, that actually went pretty well. Maybe I'd be to be chatting away and be a bit distracted, so I'm not thinking too much as you just play. But yeah, like you say, there's no set schedule on it. That's kind of what I do. You just goof off. I sort of just basically turn it on now whenever I'm playing, unless there's like everybody's, because I'm in the other living room. So yeah, I've got Warzone. I've played a few games a while back, but yeah, like I was saying, I was just running around on my own, and I never really sort of spent the time on it to get my head around loadouts and buying them or getting them dropped down and stuff like that, because all the kids are playing this. Like this, the son goes, oh come on dad, let's play Fortnite. But I did enjoy Warzone being a little bit less cartoony. And I do want to get back into it, like just, I think since I've started streaming, which was 3 days ago, everything's been Fortnite. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to do a bit of some of the retro stuff. Like I used to love MechWarrior 2, MechWarrior 3. I just can't figure out how to set them up in Streamlabs, because it's chucking the actual game screen right up in the left hand corner, whereas I'd like to stick it in the centre of the screen because it's running in a DOS shell. Oh shit, yeah, we'll have a game. Why not? Because I'm just here to goof off, and if people jump in, like this is probably the first time there's anyone been in the chat that's actually stayed and had a look, because you get all these kids that are playing Fortnite go, oh, follow for follow, follow for follow. I'm like, oh. Is that me? Did my... oh no. Just ignore that shit. I like I said, I'm goofing off, so I'm putting stuff in there, into those rules and shit like that. I probably should turn them off once it gets after like 10 o'clock. Nah, don't worry about the swearing, man. Like I was saying, I was goofing off, trying to figure out how... Is it Cloud Bot or something that... oh wow, I probably should. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to put all that shit together. So it's, don't worry about the swearing. There's all of my kids are in bed, and You guys are the only ones here, so knock yourselves out. Go for it. Well, hell, actually, no, don't go for it, because I haven't changed those rules, so it might actually, like, do something. Not sure. Yeah, I reckon you're right there, Billy. Computers are one of those things. As soon as you get one, you just go, yeah, this is the shizzle. Something new comes out and you're just like, oh, geez, I wouldn't want that. It's never ending. I'm not a big fan of those primals. My aim's not good enough really to justify a pump. That's why I'm sort of a fan of the tack. But the primals, I reckon, are just, they've dumbed it down too much. Just run around and things going bang, 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 bang. Just running through people with no, having to use any skill at all. But I will swap out for an attack if I come across one. Jackson, knock it off. Oh look, I built really quick there that time. Well, bugger me. Oh, yeah, well, it kind of works. I've got to say, I was pretty much on the, whoops, yeah, mini first. Pretty much on the edge of that one, but generally I would have had my ass kicked. You blokes are a good influence. Oh, there we go. Whoops. That was the wrong button. Yeah, look, some of like the chickens and stuff, the raptors, I reckon there's been a dozen games where they've been my undoing. You're there trying to fight someone and suddenly you're getting your ass nipped on by a raptor. So I don't know. I could be pretty happy if at the end of this season they disappear. But yeah, just take it as it comes. It's like with your loadout. My son turns around, he's 11, turns around, he's like, oh, I've only got a blue pump. And I've only got this, and I've only got that. Man, you just got to make do with what you got. Learn to use it. Oh, thanks for that. The follow? Yeah, I can't keep up with this stuff. It's I like the cars though, but I don't know how long they're going to hang around. Because you get all these guys that they're really sharp at it. You just watch them and they go at the bounce pad. They've built up 3 ramps, chucked a floor and a wall, and they're gone. And I sort of sit there and go ramp, 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 wall, turn around, floor, move back, jump into the bounce pad and go flying. That's about 7 or 8 seconds behind. Oops, there's a chest in there. Nope. Bus driver says come in the front door. Oh. Shockwave. Oh, sweet. I've only really just learned how to use those probably today. God, I didn't twig to the fact that you've actually got to like load it and then hold it down for a bit. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't realise you had to sort of hold the fire button for a bit to sort of activate the head of it. I might use these instead. So I was running around for ages with shockwave bow not going anywhere because I was shooting it as soon as I sort of pointed it. I couldn't figure out how to use it. Everyone's jumping around everyone going, what am I doing wrong? So you guys are good at this. You got all these little command exclamation mark shit things going on. Oops. Thanks, Hawks. Man, it was a real fucking buzz for you to stop in and have a look. There's not many do. So have a good night, man. Yeah, look, thanks for stopping by. And I think this saves somewhere, so if you guys stream, I'll stop past and have a look as well. And yeah, if anyone wants a game, either this or Warzone, although I'm tipping Warzone's going to be a real hard carry for you. Yeah, hit me up, man. This is just shits and giggles and all good fun. I'm a big fan of stone. I can't shoot through it as quick, so the old reflexes get just a fraction longer. Okay, what the fuck do I do here? Nope, maxed out. See, there's all these little things that, oops, wrong button. You know, professional streamers probably wouldn't have their phone sitting around going doo 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 doo. Pass your Discord onto the... I sort of don't have a Discord. Like, I wouldn't know how to set one up myself. I just sort of joined a couple of them that were, what were they? FN Mature, which is 18, they sort of target people that are 18 and over playing Fortnite. And then there was Fortnite over 40, which is, but they sort of extend that down to about 30 or so. I think they're both North American based, because they had a little sort of in-house competition running today, so they sort of would have kicked off at 7:30 this morning, unless I got my international dates wrong. Maybe it's 7:30 tomorrow. where they sort of just have a. I reckon it'd be really cool because you're sort of playing against other people in your same age bracket, so you're not going to have all these sweaty 14-year-olds in there that just build hotels in about 0.6 of a second. But I had a look at it. Was done on NA East servers. It was going to be done on NA East. It was like 260 was the ping. I had a couple of games last night thinking, oh, maybe I'll get up and do it. But 260, despite the old reflexes, it was just almost unplayable. So I had a few extra beers and had a sleep in instead. Oh, sweet. How do I do that? So, what's the actual Discord name? I think I've joined a couple of Discords, so I've sort of got that part of it down. I keep forgetting I've already maxed out on Stone. Good at it. See, I did it again. Now, I wonder if it's not so much I just keep forgetting or just a couple of beers in. Where are we going? Here we go. Why do I think this is a sweaty kid? Got a 30 on. Getting beamed from behind every time. You think I'd learn that, wouldn't you? Do this, but throw a wall at the back first. Oh well. Poo happens. Buy followers and viewers. Well. Yeah, for sure, Billy. Send us an invite to the Discord. And I'll just look at this. Bees, crazy man, whatever. Want to become famous? Not really. Too old for that shit. I'm just happy to drink beer and play games and surf. Buy followers and viewers. Yeah, of course I'm. That's a pisser. Honestly, at my age, buy followers and viewers because I'm going to become an influencer. Good on ya. Be crazy, man. Okay, so that Streamlabs thing seems to have worked. It's picked up the links. I'm having trouble functioning as intended. To work properly, I need to be modded. You can do this by typing. Oh yeah, see, there you go. Another amateur mistake. I didn't actually turn it on. I wonder if I can type that straight in. What is it? / Is that a / or a question mark? / what is it? / mod Streamlabs. I typed it in, but it hasn't popped up in the chat. Maybe it doesn't because it's a commandy thing. Yeah, I want to buy viewers and become famous. Woohoo! I got a funny story about that actually. My brother, like we both love surfing. He's probably a bit more into it than I am. Him and his missus are always /mod Streamlabs. I'll try and yeah, okay. Oh, it's not letting me copy that for some reason, but I'll try typing it straight in. Just /mod Streamlabs. Straight into the chat. /mod Streamlabs. Ah, okay, there we go. Yeah, it worked the first time. It doesn't actually pop up in the chat thingy itself. But yeah, my brother, his missus were staying over in the Maldives. He went over there to surf, and she just liked lying in the sun. And he came back and he goes, I just met some influencers. Oh, sweet, it's working. Yeah, he goes, I just met some influencers. Holy fuck, what a waste of space. He goes, look, there's no admitting it, he was a really good looking bloke, and she was a stunning chick. In their mid-20s, he goes, but what they did is, I was there one morning, he went out for like a 5 o'clock surf, so he's finished by 8, and one of the advantages of this place he stayed at the Maldives, he reckons, is there's just bars everywhere. It's only a little island, like you walk from one side to the other in like 10 minutes, but everywhere is a bar. He goes, you can't go 200 metres without there being a bar, and the package is all piss included. So he's been out for his surf at 5, it's 8 o'clock, and he's like, I'll have a beer on the way back before breakfast. And he's sitting there and he said, I was sitting at the bar and I was watching these two, and she had a surfboard under her arm and he had this U-Butte kick-ass camera with a big lens on it, and he was filming a run across the beach and into the water and then dive onto the board. And he said, they must have been, he said, I was shit-faced by the time I left because it took him about an hour and a half, so I just sat there and kept drinking, watching him. He goes, she must have done it 50 times before they got the take they were after. Apparently then they came out on the boat and he finished up in their video because they don't actually surf. But when you watch their shit on YouTube, you think they're both gun surfers. And he goes, if that's what fucking influencing is, nah. Waste of space. Oh, okay. Exclamation mark commands. Well, this looks a bit hackers. I might just wander out the back. I can hear a chest. Oh, there it is. No guns, but I'll have full shield. Woohoo! Yeah, and the sad thing is, though, a lot of younger people in that sort of mid to late teens think they're just sucking it up. They're thinking it's actually real, and then they try and style themselves on it. It's like, but look, you got to look at the other side of it as well. These people are making a lot of money out of basically running around being on holiday at the same time. So I'm sort of torn. Do I sort of look at the people who get sucked in by it and just go, you people are losers, and yet keep a little bit of admiration for the people that do it, because they're like, well, if there's a market and it's going to pay you well to do stuff all essentially. I don't know. I tend not to think too hard on shit. I'll take that. Yeah, sweet. Send it through. What's that do for me? Bin that. Jettison the fishing rod. Ah, cool, thanks. Now I just got to figure out where in Twitch that's going to sit. Because I've got Twitch open on another window. Where is it? Like I was saying, you guys have been the first that have actually stayed there and didn't pop in and go follow for follow. And it actually makes it quite interesting and fun. Because, yeah, the last couple of days, it's sort of, you sit here and you talk away and you... Because, let's face it, if some... Oops. See what I mean? I struggle sometimes to figure out where shit's coming from. Oh, that was a bot. So, are you guys sort of looking to play a bit of Fortnite, or are you sticking with the Warzone? Because, yeah, if you guys ever want to squad up for this or Warzone, definitely down for it, because it's just, like I said, shits and giggles. Run around, maybe win some, get your ass handed to you more regularly than not. Yeah, look at it. I think it's got it on the little bio-y thing there, man. It's just some bullets, some beers, and fucking get in here and banter about. Just crap on about whatever anyone finds interesting. Mind you, as the beers rack up, the game, which is never great to start with, is probably going to go ass up. Conversation could get better. But, yeah. Somewhere to come for a cack fest? Yeah. Somewhere to come some for inspirational gameplay, probably not. Unless I was playing with that guy I was talking about, the Volox. He actually has all that super speed building stuff down really, really well. I tend to try and build quickly and then just, as all the youngsters say, Harry Potter myself under my own stairs. Which is a cack fest. You'll never play it. Oh, hello Jackson, you're back again. You always pick the worst times to come and... Oh, I suppose there's no one here immediately. Thanks, buddy. Oops. Oh no, those will be fucking raptors or some shit. You never play it? Why is that? Are they raptors or wolves? Oh no, that was silly. See, I just Harry Pottered myself under my own stairs trying to build up. Good at it. Because I still don't know where that came from. Dope. Sorry, Wolfie, but you are actually going to have to eat shit and die because I'm well off. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it was never going to be the gameplay that got anyone looking at this shit, believe me. Oh, there he is. Spam build. Nice. Oh well. See, I have to change my key bindings, I think, because that's on the mouse. I've actually flicked right out of the game and now can move the mouse all the way across the monitor onto the other screen without actually moving the character around. So maybe the keybinds will need a rework in the morning. Hello, mate. Hey. What time we got? 23. Finding next match. I've got a feeling this next match could be my last one. I've got to get up relatively early in the morning. But we'll see how we go. Having said that, it'll probably be a case I'll get slaughtered in the first 10 seconds. No beer for you, buddy. Yeah, I think I've got them. Is that in the game itself or in the display settings in Windows? Because what it is, if I do that and bring up the inventory page, at that point the mouse can go off the screen, out somewhere else. And I guess what it is, the way I've got it set up, is I've got a side button that I use to jump, because I'm not using an actual, like the keyboard. I've got I think an Acer on, trying to compensate for being old. So I've got the jump button on the mouse, and I think every now and then as I'm spamming the jump button in a fight, I accidentally hit the inventory button, and it locks it. Oh, it doesn't lock the screen, but it bounces out of the screen. So I might have to remap, I think, the inventory button to something a little less innocuous or fatal if I accidentally hit it. Okay, in-game settings. I'll double check that. Coming in. Oh no, not too high. I probably won't get shot out of the sky while I wait to drift down. Oh, I can't hear the chest, bugger. Oh god, maybe I've had too many beers. It was there and I still couldn't hear it. I do love the noises that they've programmed everything to make. Yeah, I'll definitely be sitting down tomorrow, I think, and having a fiddle with that. Because it is frustrating. going. Oh no, I've just killed myself by having a silly setup on the mouse. Yeah, so you mentioned a bit earlier that you'd never play Fortnite. How's that? Or why is that? Whoops, wrong button. The wrong button business happens on a pretty regular basis. Yeah, you're definitely right there. It is cartoony. And what do you reckon? Do you reckon that was a play by Epic because it is a bit cartoony? It's a little bit less graphics intensive, which means kids on lower spec can actually play it at a reasonable sort of frame rate and stuff. So it could almost be smart business acumen, because it is definitely got that sort of cartoony feel to it, whereas other things like Warzone and PUBG to pretty much the same extent, it's more realistic, a little, I don't know, you'd say more adult. The thing I find with Fortnite that attracted me to it, I think I mentioned a bit earlier, was just the building. I had a few games of Valorant, but I reckon Warzone's better because it's an open map. Valorant, with the maps being so defined, a little bit like what's it? I can't remember the name of that other thing they play, where if you get to a certain point on the map, you've essentially got them locked down into a particular zone. It's like a choke point or a kill tunnel. So of the games, I enjoy the building thing with Fortnite. It sort of added something to it. But as far as maps go, it's sort of, I much prefer things with open maps like Fortnite, Warzone. I don't know, I just find it a bit more enjoyable, and you don't get, particularly in squads and things, like Valorant's kind of squads essentially the whole time anyway. Someone gets to a choke point and it's kind of game over from that. I can't remember, I was watching it a couple of years ago on Twitch, I think it was, and it was like the World Championships of something, and it was just became predictable because the first team to get to this particular point on the map, after that it was kind of game over. I'm trying to remember. Overwatch? No, I can't remember specifically what it was. But yeah, it just seemed a bit weird. Yeah, you're probably right. 60 frames, because it's, I suppose you've got to pitch as a business to the biggest demographic you can find. And then, of course, they go and do things like throw $100 million at the World Cup prize pool. So yeah, it's there'll be aspects of the community turn around and go, yeah, I don't like the graphic layout and stuff, but the kids, as soon as you can say, oh, you can make a living doing this shit, I guess they get all over it. So you said never played as a kid. I sort of played, because I remember the old bloke got me my first PC when I was 13, and it had a 40 megabyte hard drive in it, and it was the shizzle at the time. It had a tape drive in the keyboard, like a little cassette recorder thing. I used to load up a game called Beachhead, which is sort of like a war simulator on it. I'd sit there listening to it going, it'd take about 20 minutes to load up, and if you saw it today you'd just look and go, what the? So what got you going, sort of, if you didn't play sort of as a kid, or really, because a lot of people sort of play them as kids and then drift off and maybe wander back a bit later on. What got you going? I don't know what happened there. Something crashed out. Fortnite crashed, and I think the stream probably went arse up at the same time. Ah, yeah. 39 seconds, you're right, it must reset every time there's a... But interestingly enough, I lost in-game movement. So I'm tipping maybe last time, that's happened a couple of times tonight, that's why earlier it sort of said it's been live for 40 minutes or something. I've got no idea what causes that. Oh, okay, packet loss. Yeah, I think there's a little monitor up the top there in game for that one. I might do, what I'll do, see if this tricky stuff works. I've got this crap on my phone. I'm going to go and grab a can, and we'll see if this actually comes up alright. There we go. And I'll be back in half a second. Okay. interestingly enough, oh hello Jackson, you're back again, buddy. Oh, that was an interesting test anyway, because tonight there's actually something in the chat, and yet the chat box on that intermission screen doesn't show anything. Yeah, I don't know. But that's hardly relevant. Oh, hello, mate. Hello. Oh, you got me right in the nose. Oh, man, that hurt. Calm down, buddy. Oh, that actually brought tears to my eyes. Whoosh. I think Streamlabs is having a fit. 4 messages were deleted by the moderator. Okay. 53. Oh, 53 messages were deleted. Yeah, Billy, I set some of that stuff up and not really knowing what it was all about. It seems to have kicked you for a bit. Is that it? Yeah. I'll sit down tomorrow and have a tinker with all of that rubbish. I don't know, is that harsh? Like a 3-minute timeout? I don't know. But I have to fix it. I'll have a play with all that crap. I have one more game, I think, because that one just kicked me in the middle. I couldn't run, and then the whole... It's probably lucky not to get a full computer crash out of it, actually, the way it went. So maybe Hawks was right. An i7 with a 1080, just not quite cutting it. Goes okay most of the time, but then every now and then just goes and spits the dummy. Yeah, so I think I have to get in there and tinker with all those Streamlabs rules and things, because watching other streams and stuff, like when Dan was playing in the comp stuff and whatnot, and just kids getting in there swearing and carrying on. I thought, oh, you know what, if I'm playing with the young fellow, I don't want all of that rubbish, so I sort of put those in there. But yeah, testers come out, Bill. Yeah, you're back, brother. Man, you didn't miss anything, because in that 3 minutes, Fortnite crashed, the Stream Shit Labs crashed, I went and got a can, so nothing has happened, believe me. And you could be right with that packet loss, because I'm looking at this now, and I've got a dirty big X on my signal. We'll try Viking. Oh man, that's all right. So what I find interesting though is, you think the software would let whoever's running the stream see what maybe not post it publicly or have it active, but at least let the person running the stream see what the link was, because maybe it was something they'd actually be interested in. So yeah, don't make it publicly clickable, but at least give the operator... Oh, what? Geez, that's a bit rough. I thought... Oh, no. I thought I'd actually have to attack him before he got all narky on me. Apparently not. Ah, okay, yeah. Because I'm with Optus, and it's a, what is it, 50, it's 50, it's meant to be a 50 down and 25 up link. I might get away from there actually. But it's every now and then, And you can always tell, because if Dan's in his room and he's doing comp, he'll come out after a game's gone really badly and sort of say, oh, is anyone like downloading something really heavy, because the internet's shit at the minute. And a lot of the time no one is. And then a couple of minutes later it's all good again. Just Optus being Optus, I guess. What have we got? No. Nice handy zone. Ah, okay. Yeah, see, that's a good idea. It sort of puts it on a hold and you get to choose whether you, excuse me, pop it out there or not. Dude, you are so spot on there, because for a first world country our internet is actually absolutely shite. It really is. Like, you got countries where 70% of the population or more are living in poverty, and yet everybody seems to be on 100. And here we are, got pretty much everything going for it the country could ever have, and our internet infrastructure is just pus. And as for making it, like, doing silly, and it doesn't matter which government it is, like, let's face it, governments here are just, you vote and you're picking the least worst at the end of the day, because none of them are any chop. All too worried about just making sure that they get their, what is it, 3 terms in the Senate and 4 in the upper house or something, so they get their super. That's all they're interested in. So we vote, and you're voting for who you think is going to be the least worst. And both of them did it. As for, like, there's no point putting in optic fibre everywhere and then running copper to the actual house. I'll have a look. I might, if I can find somewhere to hide, I might bring up Task Manager and Sticky Beak. Let's have a crack. Okay, well, as I'm running around here at the Viking ship, I've got CPU 70, memory 70, disk 0, network 1, GPU 33. Yeah, those figures seem to be sort of holding. Whee! Yeah, that's got a wheel lock on. Yeah, those figures are sort of sitting pretty stable. Okay, I'll believe you. Not knowing anything about streaming and stuff, I just sort of plug the shit in. I am very much a plug and play person. Like, I like the geeky side of it, but only to a point. because trying to fit it in with everything else. I'd love to be able to just sit here and spend hours figuring out tech problems on the computer. Why isn't it performing exactly as I need it to and stuff? But I think that's probably half the reason I went with Streamlabs after reading a little bit. It's just, they said it's more for the beginners. But I suppose it's one of those things, like I tend to run around a lot in solos, or if I'm playing with a young fella, duos, and even their end game is, you know what, 5 or 6 people, whereas I reckon this setup would absolutely crap its brain if it was someone tried to play comp on it, where you've got those end games where, you know, it's like 60 people in that little tiny moving zone. Round and round. Shit, I'm making myself dizzy. Maybe I've had too many beers. Oh, okay. So you reckon the fact that the monitor's capped its... Oh, what? Jeez, you got some good hits in there. Oh, wow, that was... Yeah, well done, dude. That was a clean hit. Ah, okay, so... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. If it's trying to run at 144 Hz as opposed to 60... then yeah, the system probably struggle, you're right. I hadn't considered that actually. So I guess, yeah, if I ever upgrade the box, I'm going to have to make sure I can do it if I want to get a... What is it? Is it the 244 Hz that everyone seems to be quacking over these days? What do we got? 8 to 12. Dang. Yeah, sort of, because Dan plays comp, he's banging on about faster screens and things. And you should upgrade to a 144 Hz and this and that and the other. And da 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 da. Dan, the thing you're missing here is that I don't notice any difference playing it. He goes, he tries to play it on a 60 megahertz screen, gigahertz screen, and he can apparently see all this stuff that's not happening or it's not happening. Man, it makes no difference to me. I'm pretty sure it'd look exactly the same to me whether it was on a 60 or 144 or 244, whatever it is. Yeah, that worked. Oh, okay. Because I know he's got a 144, and I think one of the guys that he trios with has got the 240 or whatever it is, and yeah, they all seem to have quacked over it, but yeah, at this level, it's not making any difference. 60 to 240 or 500, there's no difference going to happen here. Particularly if that would mean that you need a massive CPU increase to run it. Oh, Just got smashed from behind. Hey, buddy. Oh, you got me again. Man, that's twice tonight. Oh, hello. That's twice tonight, dude. Kelpies, they're great, but they just got no personal space concept. Do you, mate? Now, what I will try and do while you're still there, if you're still there, is see about this. How do I find those messages? Oh, hang on. Whispers. Oh, there it is, yeah. Billy Smith, Melbourne, and there's a link to your Discord. Cool, accepted. This is easier than I thought. I'll scroll up a bit and have a catch up. Wow, someone did a 24-hour stream. Big Bird Baron. Sweet. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do some Warzone and stuff. Because yeah, I want to play a few different things. I just don't want to get stuck doing. Like I said, I really enjoy Fortnite because of the building and stuff. But yeah, a change is good. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna. As soon as I figure out what happened, or how to sort out the screen issues with Mech Warrior, I'll do a bit of that as well. I really enjoyed doing it the first time round, and that was like, what, 25 years ago or some shit. Possibly more. And Mech 2 was the last one that I actually played. So I've got 3, 4 and 5 I'll be able to jam in as well. Although maybe for 5 I'll need a new PC. Ooh, having a red hot crack. That's a nice move on the shockwave bow, but didn't finish up probably the way he was planning on. Yeah, you could be right because of the, like we were talking about before, with the cartoony style graphics and stuff. Because yeah, I haven't streamed anything other than this. Because I've only been at it a couple of days, so yeah, it could be quite funny. You'll be sitting there looking at it just going, yeah man, that's arse, I can't watch this shit. Oh, you're back again. You're not going to jump on me this time. But there again, maybe if it doesn't handle it, that could be even more reason to go get a new one. Oh wow, yeah, that was a fair play. Did that nicely. Yeah, it's a lot of money to shell, but I reckon the performance difference at 1080 to 2070, it I can't remember. Not too many cans, I reckon. You had the 2070, yeah? There's got to be a big step up in performance 2070 to a 1080. And it's one of those things with like PCs and stuff. A bit like buying a new car. You can buy a brand new PC and it's Mickey Mouse. There's nothing faster on the planet. But I think someone was once said, you know, computer technology doubles every 5 years. This thing, when I bought it, I said, oh mate, this is pretty much state of the art. 6 months later it's outdated. Like they releasing either a new CPU or a new GPU. You're just never going to stay ahead. So you sort of just got to go, you know what, I enjoy doing this. I'm just going to spend what I spend. And the other side of it is, mate, we're here for a good time, not a long time. You get one crack at it, just enjoy it. If dropping a few bucks on your PC to get the performance you're chasing, yeah. Because I have to admit, if I'd had more cash left over at the time or spare, then I would have probably up-spec'd on what I finished up getting. But that's part of the human condition. We're never ever going to be 100% happy with what we got. Which that's probably not a good call. Because this works. I don't have to upgrade it, but I will. Yeah. No, I'm not going to upgrade you, buddy. Raid someone's. I don't know how to do that. How would I go about doing a raid of someone? Like you guys did it earlier. Hawks somehow did a raidy thing. How do I do that? I'm happy to. I'll be the Padawan learner. And yes, I'm a big fan of Star Wars. So, are you at work or you're at home or you? Because I guess if it's a raid name. Okay. Have you got any ideas too? Because sort of the only people I know are sort of the big Fortnite streamers and that. They probably don't need a chop out. Have you got someone in mind? I don't mind, I'll just pop it across however. I placed 24th, not even close. How would I search for someone? Because, like, ideally, if you're going to keep watching and stuff, whoever we biff it across to, someone in Australia would be good. Help me out, brother. Give me a suggestion. Harper, come on. Back in. Kelpies are worse than kids. You've got to keep an eye on them constantly. Hello. Ah, sweet, cool. Thanks, dude.
So what happens here? I type in raid, so I do the at, and then, or just the DZHNENYS. Cans. And so once I type that in, raid, I'm assuming oh, okay, cool. OCE, beautiful. So once I type that in, raid, and then at DZHNYS, does that cut you off, or how does that work? Oh, hello, buddy. One's an attention seeker, and the other one's just happy to be inside on a cold night, so she just sits in the corner most of the time. Raid. Now, where did I get to? Whoops. Oh, sweet. I might grab another can and sit there and watch for a bit then with you. Hop down, mate. Okay, so, whoops, that's a question mark. Whoa, that's a whole bunch of information there. It just popped it. Oh no, that was me. I prompted that by putting in that /. Moves us all over to his chat. Then you press end on Streamlabs. Oh, I'd like to be able to, like you said earlier, copy paste, but I sort of highlight the /raid. Well, I've got to say, Bill, you've done really well for someone who doesn't do Fortnite. You've been there for quite some time. So we'll give this a whirl, and I might see if I pop over to his one as well. So I'll... Oh, no, that's a question mark. Oh, see, this is where I'm an absolute goldfish, man. DZHNYS. Because it brings up all these things that take all the... It moves the chat away and gives me all these commands that would come after a /. An hour and 42. See, you hung in there, man, for someone who's not not a Fortnite. Power to you, man. Let's see. Raise. Oh, okay, there we go. It brings the chat back once I actually type something in. DZ HNYS. DZHNYS. Okay, cool. I'm about to hit enter on that one. So, Billy, mate, it was great to meet you tonight. Had an absolute ball. That's enough Fortnite for a lifetime. Yeah. Well, look, I can get that. But, yeah, we're going to have to Warzone at some time, brother. But, yeah, I'll flip over and watch. I don't even know how to say that. Watch him for a little bit. Probably have one more can, and then, yeah, I've got to get to bed. A bit like yourself. But anyway, man, you and Hawks, thanks for swinging past. That actually made my night, because like I said before that, everyone was just like, I think they would be 14-year-old kids. Follow for follow, follow for follow. Beautiful, man. Bullets, beers and banter. It was good fun. I had an absolute ball. Hopefully we'll catch up again sometime. I'm going to hit enter now. But have yourself a good week, and we'll see what happens, eh? Cheers, Billy. Thanks, man. Okay, it's counting down. One viewer is ready to... Two viewers are ready to raid. In 2 seconds. 1 second. Raid now. And then I